560. The
Answer. Somehow he pulled it off. With the help of Charlie Kirk getting out the youth vote. And I didn't talk about it yesterday. I didn't play the clips. I just find it so infuriating. So infuriating. But the good news is we're in the position of power. Turning Point is growing exponentially because we're winning. And what you're seeing now is the result of gangsters and thieves and crooks pretend to be a foothold in the country, when the reality is they're there, but I think they're a lot less than they want the country to believe. I mean, after all, they were supposed to walk away with the victory of then when they found out we can't fake it anymore, he soiled his trousers during the debate. We're going to have to get out the office tramp. You remember the office tramp.
He's a rogue, all right, notorious for his flamboyant lifestyle. Flashy clothes, fancy parties, fine women, and
no, I'm the
cars.
office tramp, and I make 3 times what everybody else makes in the DA's office because I'm stooping Willie Brown, mayor of San Francisco, which is all she ever did. Never worked in her life. She's even having a hard time when she's asked to speak somewhere. She was asked about her qualifications. This is from 3 days ago.
That is a decent resume, but go ahead.
Well, some people have actually said I was the most qualified candidate ever to run for president.
Yeah. I like the some people say. Very nice, but go ahead.
I'm just speaking fact.
Yeah.
You're not only are you not qualified, you're unqualified to do anything. You've never done anything. And this is what the media is trying to protect. So when you hear apparatchiks of the Democrats, the actual scumbag, the chief of staff of Bill Clinton, who held the door open for Monica Lewinsky, the 21-year-old intern, when the then nearly 60-year-old president was molesting her, George Stephanopoulos, who got a big payoff. He's now supposed to be a reporter, and you hear him cut off J.D. Vance. Don't get aggravated about it. Don't get aggravated about it, because that's the party of the scum. That's the party of the low-life cartel members and the drug dealers and the gangbangers and the rapists and the robbers. That's who they protect. That's who they represent. That's what they're still doing to this day, only now they do it from the seat of a media reporter, icon, Sunday show, whatever it is. When the reality is he's just running cover for the mafia.
I don't know what tape you're referring to, George. I saw media reports that Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that. And here's, George, why fewer and fewer people watch your program and why you're losing credibility. Because you're talking for now 5 minutes with the Vice President of the United States about this story regarding Tom Homan, a story that I've read about, but I don't even know the video that you're talking about. Meanwhile, low-income women can't get food because the Democrats and Chuck Schumer have shut down the government. Right now, we're trying to figure out how to pay our troops because Chuck Schumer has shut down the government. You are focused on a bogus story. You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy who has done nothing wrong instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
Wrong. No, George, I said that I don't.
Up next.
And he hung up on him because J.D. Vance made one mistake in that. One mistake and one mistake only, and I love J.D. Vance. He said Tom Homan isn't doing anything wrong. Well, he's not doing anything wrong from the standpoint of the righteous. But from the standpoint of the mafia, he's messing up their drug supply. He's messing up their black market. And as far as the FBI, it's an audio tape. The same FBI that covered up Hunter Biden's not just corruption, but treason. And Joe Biden's treason. The FBI that has zero credibility and still to this day has zero. But it's trying to make it back. Now all we have to do is fire everybody that was hired and strengthened. The dementia-ridden fraud. The representative of the labor extortion mafia from 1972 when the Teamsters helped him steal that election for Senate in Delaware. The one who enriched traitors and thieves in this country and abroad. The damage that Barack Obama, Joe Biden did and Kamala Harris would have done has been protected and insulated by the very government you pretend has credibility in the Joe Biden FBI. It's very simple. If you're a Democrat, if you're a registered Democrat, if you voted Democrat, if you receive a contract from a Democrat, you're part of the mafia. You're not an actual American. You're the one who cheers at the destruction of our health care. You're the one who cheers at the restraint of your neighbor in taxation. Cheers to restrain him in the name of fake science. Cheers to have him vaccinated and so that he can't go see his relatives when they're dying in the hospital. You're the fascists. And you pretend to be what exactly? Citizens? Constituents? You're thieves. Each and every one of you.
A top advisor to Mayor Brandon Johnson, described as his right-hand man, is the center of an internal city investigation. Chicago's Inspector General released a new report recommending the mayor fire that aide, but the mayor chose not to discipline him.
Fire him? He just bought $40,000 in suits. I'm not firing him. He's one of my guys. He's part of the mafia. I'll be back in 21 hours to drag those cockroaches out because this mafia, they're not tough. And I don't think they're heterosexual.